Why should there be tax cuts for the rich? Mark, what are you lurching in? Why should there be tax cuts for the rich? I mean, the liberals always say no tax cuts for the rich. Well, we've talked about tax cuts a lot. But I want to tell you about Nita Lowey. Who? Well, people in New York, many know who she is. Nita Lowey is in the New York delegation. In fact, she's the wealthiest member of New York's congressional delegation and one of the richest members of the United States Congress, as reported by the New York Post. She's also a double dipper. What are you talking about? The Westchester Democrat, who's worth at least $14.3 million, collects a $10,302 annual state pension on top of her $174,000 congressional salary. Now, why am I talking about this? Because these left-wing millionaires and billionaires who want to raise all your taxes always talk about, oh, I would pay more. Obama does the same thing. When it comes to their own money, they won't give up a penny. Unless, of course, it's tax deductible. Lowey's pension sticks out like a sore thumb. Her financial statement shows she has joint assets with her husband totaling between $14.3 million and $65 million. But she needs that $10,000 state pension, ladies and gentlemen. What would she do without it? Lowey's husband, Stephen, a partner in the Westchester law firm Lowey, Dannenberg, Cohen & Hart, holds most of the couple's assets. The Loweys invested at least $1.5 million in Arbiter Partners, a business risk consulting firm, more than $1 million in assets, and Lowey Family Investment LLC. They reported more than $600,000 in capital gains last year, no liabilities. As I said, their worth is between joint assets $14.3 million and $65 million. Now, Lowey served in state government from 75 to 87 before she was elected to Congress. But she's a double dipper. A fiscal watchdog group said her double dip was an outrage given New York's runaway pension costs and the state's 9% unemployment rate. Quote, it's extremely discouraging to see members of Congress like Nita Lowey, who clearly don't need the money, double dipping at the public trough, said Carla Kerr, director of New Yorkers for Growth. Sure, it's legal, but it shouldn't be. One can only wonder why Ms. Lowey has never worked to address this loophole. She needs that $10,208 a year. Excuse me, that $10,302 a year. Why should she go without? Just because she's worth anywhere from $14 to $65 million? These liberals are pathetic, aren't they? Nita Lowey. They're there for the little guy. Or they're there for the middle class. They're there to help. Thought you'd want to know.